Hi friends, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so what this looks like to me is that something was going on within a relationship that you have. It seems like somebody was maybe at the end of the day unwilling to settle down in the way that you wanted them to, and now you're in a space where you're like, man, I just gotta let this go. I don't need to be holding on to this anymore. I'm seeing a relationship that has come to an end. I'm seeing you be in a space of, like, recovering from all of this. Maybe keeping things more low-key as well right now. I'm hearing now that it's over. I'm actually hearing a song, but I'm not placing it. But the sentiment is about things being over. Could also be in a place too where you're like working on developing your confidence or like doing things for yourself that you feel good about. Like things that encourage you to feel good about yourself. The sentiment of looking for more, even like spiritual type of love is coming through. Like maybe you're getting connected with developing your like sense of spirituality, I suppose we could label this as. What it is that you believe in, what you have faith in, what you stand for. It seems like there's more of a development or connection. I even get this being a sense where, like, you know that if you open yourself up to, like, a romantic relationship right now, you could be in a space where you're like, you know what, that leaves me open to getting her, or, like, you know how just pain is kind of associated with relationship as is love and all of that, and, like, suffering even we can call it, rather than it just being pain. Like suffering is a part of relationships and all of that. I'm seeing you be in a space where like what you may be dedicating yourself to or giving more of your attention or connecting with more right now in this moment may be something where you feel like unconditional love and a sense of like home and safety and all of that exists without like a sense of suffering that's involved. Because I'm seeing it be connected with like your relationship with spirit or to your spirituality, and something that like you know is not going to hurt you or like betray you or let you down, things like that. Not that this is about you being closed off to relationships. I'm just seeing you kind of like shift your attention to something that is like not just an interpersonal relationship. There's an expansion now that is taking place, it seems. Okay. So you have successfully completed a chapter, a cycle. This is awesome. This is like you completed the book. There's something very big that is finished now. You got to the finish line, passed with flying colors. Could have even passed like an exam or something like that. Something that felt very big to you that now is over. But not only over, there is success, there is a sense of completion here with the world, which also means that there is a very big and new beginning for you that you are starting off. This is like a clean new chapter for you. where everything that needed to finish is finished, it's closed out, and now this is the beginning. It's like everything has come full circle. There's a sense of closure, even whatever it was that needed to get done, it is now finished. And now you are ready and opening up to this new chapter. And immediately a choice needs to be made. It seems like it's about what you want. Okay, so you're at a crossroads. You can either go backwards or you can go forwards here. Meaning, you can go back into what you were doing before, or this is a moment where you can either go back to an attachment that you have, or you can break free from that. That's the most simplified way of putting this. So it's like, even though you have already gone swimming in that ocean, you can revisit that if you want to, or you can be like, you know what, I swam in it, I don't want to go back in anymore, I'm ready for something else. But I'm seeing you be at a spot where you get to choose what you want to do. And it's not like one of them is better than the other, it's really just about your preference here. Because I'm seeing it be like, you are like liberated in a way where this gets to be your choice. You have the autonomy here to decide what you want to do. Do you want to like repeat a cycle again? It feels even like more so for your enjoyment or your preference. Do you want to go back and do that again, or do you want to move forward? Are you finished? Truly. Because I'm seeing like you can be done here. You don't need to go back. Like you're allowed to pass through to the next realm, to the next cycle. But you may kind of feel something lingering. I'm seeing this be an attachment. The only reason that you would go backwards is for an attachment, to like connect with it again. Yeah, I'm hearing something about withdraw. Maybe you're at a point too where you're kind of missing something. Feeling like you're missing something. But yeah, it's your choice, your choice, your choice, what you want to do. Okay. It looks like you are going to decide to keep moving forward and to not go backwards because you don't feel like you're going to find what you need. It kind of reminds me, I'm getting like video game vibes here, where like your avatar went through the obstacle course of the last level and you collected all of the coins that there were to get. And so if you go back, there are going to be no coins left, but if you want to go back there, you can. Or you can move forward because you're like, it doesn't have any coins. It's like whatever you would have wanted to gain as far as fulfillment from that last cycle, this is a recognition that, hey, I'm not going to find that, and so what's left but to move forward. This is going to be a bit of an adjustment. You have to give this time. To have temperance, this is like easing and adjusting and assimilating to this new cycle for you as you continue moving forward. It seems too like there's also a desire that's pushing you of finding reciprocity in the next cycle that maybe you felt like you... I'm hearing something about... It's like feeling like somebody stood you up when it came to reciprocity. So yeah, you may have felt that you were going to get reciprocity with someone and then that wasn't the case. And now I'm seeing what's driving you is actually looking for that, seeking that. Yeah, that's been motivation enough to push you through. To the point where it looks very much like you are going to successfully find it. It's like that thing that you want when you want it enough. It helps you to leave wherever you need to leave in search for that thing. It's just a matter of letting go. Now. Which is also going to take time too. Letting go, releasing, it's not a linear process. Sometimes it's going to feel easier. Other days it may feel harder. It's just all part of it. Especially too, because it seems like this feels like you have been moving on from maybe something that had developed into like quite a staple within your life, because I'm seeing it be like a home where you used to be, or a significant relationship in your life. For some of you it was a marriage, and you're not with the person anymore. For some of you, separated, I'm hearing. But yeah, it's like whatever that was that you had built things up to be, and now this chapter of you moving away from that because of not feeling like things matched up in the way that you wanted them to. I'm getting this like going back to like what you were truly looking for with that person. They were not really they were not willing to deliver, is what it comes down to. And you feeling like that thing that they weren't willing to deliver is really what you needed, like maybe even a make or break situation. And it seems too like you gave it all of the time that you could. For us to be starting with the world here, this means that you did everything possible within your power that was necessary for you to do in order to fully be like, okay, I finished this. There's nothing left for me to go back to or to rework or to redo. Like, I can really move on because everything is done now. I'm hearing finalized. You may also feel like you're kind of working on your own to let go of this. Whatever this release process is that you're moving through, it seems like an independent thing that you're doing. Like, very much solo journey looking. Okay. So you letting go is something that you want. You releasing is something that you want. It seems very much like this is what's going to be happening. As long as you're willing to show up and do the work, this is going to be accomplished. And then I'm seeing you kind of come alive in a way where something is being sparked in, it looks like your desire system. Maybe something that you're getting ready to talk about or even recognize more fully because you feel like you're able to now. It seems like some things needed to or need to happen, and then this is kind of going to come alive for you. Like, you may be like, I have to release this before I can go after this other thing that I want. Because I am seeing something that you want manifesting. And it's because of the individual work, the personal work that you've done to let go of what needs to be let go of. It seems like this is actually something that ends up falling in your lap. It seems like the hardest part of this is actually letting go of what needs to be let go of. When it comes to this thing then that comes through that you want, I'm not seeing this be something that you need to work for. It kind of just happens. Like, whatever this is, it begins, it takes place, or it's like the front of it shows up. Can we get a better, I'm looking for like a more clear way to describe this. It's kind of like the beginning of something falls in your lap, and then it's your choice, like whether or not you want to work with that or not. But something happens very conveniently for you, and it is something that you want. And then there is going to be like working that is attached to it, and like you investing in it and committing to it. But I'm seeing like in the beginning it's something that things just fall into place without much effort on your part. And then again, it like is the choice of yours, like whether or not this is something that you want to kind of like maintain, essentially. And then like there's going to be work that's associated with that. You may also be like asking yourself too, now that I'm in this space, and maybe also separated from another person that before you had like somewhat been identifying with, now you're kind of on your own, and maybe getting back to the drawing board and asking yourself, like, what do I want within my life? What's worth it to me to be involved with? Where do I want to go? What do I want to be surrounded by? I'm seeing you also working on relaxing too, and recharging, refueling, especially emotionally. There may be some physical goals that you're working towards as well that are kind of taking the pressure off things emotionally for you. That's kind of allowing something to recover as you're doing this. I'm seeing you also working on your patience and just like resting, not feeling like I need to do this, I need to do that, or I'm wasting time taking a break right now. It's like getting comfortable with sitting still. And checking in. Okay, so I'm seeing that you are completing a cycle when it comes to releasing, when it comes to letting go. I'm seeing a decision that needs to be made about like whether you want to go backwards or forward. It seems to like at the end of the day, this decision is about like whether or not you want to let go of something that you've already gone through that you don't need to hold on to anymore, or not. So you can hold on to this stuff and decide that that's where you want to stay, and then you're deciding to stay in that space where you're still holding on to this stuff, or you can decide to let go. It's just all a matter of what you're willing to do. Because I'm even seeing you be at a point where you're like, I should have been done this already. You may be feeling with the Two of Swords here. Like, this needs to be finished. Whatever it is that you decide, that's what the outcome is going to be. So again, whatever you are willing to happen within this situation, whether you hold on to something still or you let it go, whatever you want to happen, whatever you are willing to happen, that's what's going to happen. And I'm seeing you get to a point where what's done is done. You do whatever it is that you choose to do. And then I'm seeing you move on from that, and I'm seeing you move towards something that you want, and you recognize that within something you want, it means there is like a seeking that is going to take place. And I'm seeing you be like working on being patient as things are kind of happening, because it seems like this seeking that you are doing, and I'm seeing this be like a deep emotional seeking that's happening as you are doing this, as you are like journeying through this. I'm not even seeing there be like an end point or a destination right now. It's kind of like you being in a space where you're like, this is a journey, and I am beginning a journey, and I'm going to like become one with the flow of the journey and how things go. And I'm seeing there be like a lot about patience and resting and you connecting with yourself and not rushing yourself through this process. So there's a lot of connecting with you and touching base with your needs and really getting connected with your organic rhythm through this process. I'm looking at Saturn and Sagittarius. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.